Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Owner's Box. I'm Billy Koch, founder and managing partner at Little Red Feather Racing Club. Joining me alongside, as always, did I get it
You
right?
got it right. You got
It
it
doesn't
right.
look right on my screen. You're
I
this way.
know, I know.
All
But you
right,
did it right.
Michelle,
I have a
show
question.
you.
So
Yeah,
I give you the thumbs up. Can
yeah,
you see when it says
100%.
recording?
I could see.
Oh,
I
okay.
just froze. I just completely froze. So this is new to us, this whole video thing, but we're trying it out. It's really fun. I get to see Michelle. Everybody else gets to see Michelle. So we're here, another fun edition of the Owner's Box. We're going to have fun this week. The last 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of 2023, we've been pretty serious. We've had serious guests. Not to say that our guest isn't serious, but we're not going to talk about issues. We're going to kind of go back to the old Owner's Box format, which is Michelle and I talk a little bit about what's going on in racing. Then we're going to bring in an owner breeder who actually is the TOBA owner of the month, and that's Richard Snider. So we're excited to meet Richard. Unfortunately, Richard won't be on video. We'll do the best we can not to make fun of him behind his back. And
Billy, that's not
well,
nice.
I meant with like fun, like, oh my God, like stuff like that where he can't see. That's what I meant. Does that make
Okay.
sense? All
That's
right.
fair. That's
So,
fair.
Michelle, before we get to Richard Snider, why don't we talk about the comings and goings of horse racing in its third week of January for 2023, otherwise known as three things.
Three things of note. So the first thing of note to me was certainly it was Calbred week or Calbred day at Santa Anita last week, and
Sure.
I am just so blown away by the chosen Ron. How freaking cool of a horse is he?
I don't know if words can really describe how cool he is, to be honest. I think that he is amazing. I think, even his race in the Breeders' Cup when he finally stepped into open company, not fine, I shouldn't say finally, because he did win the grade
What
one.
a grade one.
Right.
What a living
When
Crosby.
he went in the Breeders' Cup, though, where it wasn't just California horses, more you had champions in that race, and he still ran okay. He wasn't destroyed that day, but going against Calbreds, it's a whole nother level. And Hector Barrios, you could tell when he turned for home, he had just so much horse. And he was just sitting, waiting. And the second he pressed go, it was like, pooh!
Yeah,
awesome.
he was awesome. And I mean, I have to say, Brickyard Ride, who's been around the block time and time again, he still ran a really good race.
Absolutely.
He's just not the chosen Ron right now.
Yeah, and I read something, Michelle. I think so. Kings River Knight has also been, I don't know if he's on your three things of note, but he is a pretty amazing Calbred as well, who's won a bunch of races this year. And I think they're headed for a possible clash. Did I read that right?
Really?
Yeah.
What are they clashing in?
I think there's another
my selfie light died.
Oh no.
I gotta plug it in, I guess.
You still look great.
Oh, that's nice.
You're just not as crisp.
Let's see if we can get it going.
only on the Owner's Box.
Well, you change formats. I gotta figure out life. Okay.
Now you look really, really bright. Now you look really bright, so that's cool.
Too bright or bright? Like just bright enough?
No, you look perfect. You look perfect. Oh, wait, do you want me to try to find this thing? Hold on. Let me try. I think it was just on like the news and info. Hold on. Fix your light. I'm sure no one cares about this. Let's see. Here, rematch possible. Yeah, last time Chosen Brown and Kings River Knight that met, they finished a nose apart when first and second in the Sensational Star for turf sprinters at Santa Anita last March. Now it looks like they're coming back in the Tisnow Stakes, which is a mile on the dirt.
Well, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah. When is that race? I'm trying to find it. February 19th.
Ooh, yeah, a month away. 19th.
Yeah, there you go. So look at that. Cool. I actually did homework.
I like it.
Very proud.
Also on the same card, Grand Slam Smile was incredible.
Yeah,
first time routing, first time on turf for her, for the Williams family. Yep. And she took to both with absolute aplomb. She drew away at the end like she was an open company horse against Calbreds, didn't she?
Yeah, she was much faster on. I remember looking at that race from a handicapping perspective on sheets, and she was completely dominant. And for most of the race, I was like a little bit worried because she did they go too fast? Was she just ding-donging the whole time? Was she wilt at the end? And then she just opened up and just toyed with them at the end. So yeah, really impressive. And I guess I was not there that day, Michelle. You might know if you're not texting right now.
I am texting Richard. Sorry.
Oh, You can see that. Remember, I can see you now.
I know.
So she kind of had trouble in the paddock. Is that true?
Yes, she did. So she has had trouble before in the paddock as well, but she was a complete nutcase walking over. She came
Right.
over last. She was bad in the saddling arena, and then once they came out to the walking ring, she dumped Frank Alvarado, and I mean, she was all over the place. So
Yeah.
but that's been her. So
That's
you
just
just kind of got to
like
take
you.
it with
I
a
mean,
grain
look,
of salt.
you get wound up like that sometimes, and
Yeah,
you
right.
know that's just Michelle. You, just how she is. She still comes to perform. So, congratulations to all the owners. We were trying to get the owners of. Weren't we trying to get her owners on?
Yes, I did put in a call to actually I put in a call to Mike Pipey, who was trying to work that out to see if we couldn't get Larry Williams on. He doesn't
cool.
do a lot of
No, that would have been cool.
stuff, so
yeah,
we'll see. That is
right.
in the
That was
works right now.
Calbred Day.
On Pipey.
That was Calbred Day at Santa Anita. What else you got, Michelle?
So since we are an owner show, and I feel like a lot of people are always looking for horses, I thought it was worth noting that Fasig Tipton in the Kentucky Winter Mix Sale is going to be offering 65 horses from the Lothenbach dispersal.
I saw that.
Yeah, so Bob Lothenbach had a racing and breeding operation, and it's dispersing all of its stock. And he is a person that bred to race. So, it's not like his horses have always been offered at public auction. It's something that he built up a big, yeah. So I think that's really cool. And it's rare to get something like that. We've seen them, like when the Evans consignment came up and everything. So definitely worth looking at. The supplement entries are available online right now. And included in that is Bell's the One.
Yeah.
So, you have a grade 1 winner, a 5-time graded stakes winner. She's earned over $2 million. She was a preeminent filly sprinter, and she's going to be in there. There's also mares in full to Authentic, Bolt d'Oro, Charlatan, Into Mischief, Yapan, Uncle Mo, Omaha Beach, and yearlings by pretty much every good sire. So I think that anyone that's looking for a horse, no matter what level you're looking at, really should take a gander at that.
Have you had success buying on the digital sales? Have you done that?
We've only bought one horse from the digital sale.
Yeah, I bought a bunch. I've had a little bit of success, not much, but I think what I was going to say is this is very different. I feel that these are, you can get some quality horses in here for sure. So interesting.
Hold on. Richard's calling me.
Okay. Well, let's get Richard. Let's get him. Yeah. This is live.
Well, should I pause it? Okay. Live.
Yeah. Let's just do it live.
Hello, Richard.
People want to see that happen. Oh, look at Michelle.
Sure.
It says paused. Oh, there it is. Recording.
Okay. Sorry. Well, we have technical difficulties sometimes with
This show is the best. All right, what else do we got before we get to Richard? Because I think he's going to call in soon. Oh, you're muted. You just muted yourself. You muted yourself. Yeah, now you're not muted.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. So we talked about the Lothenbach dispersal. We talked about the Calbreds.
Yep.
I think the other big thing to talk about is certainly just next week is going to be the not only Eclipse Awards, but also the Pegasus World Cup.
Yep.
And it's supposed to be a leaping off point, but I feel like there's not that much hype with the horses that are in there.
No, because there's no superstars in there. That's why.
Which is not really fair to National Treasure, right? I mean, he won the Preakness and he almost beat Cody's Wish and he's been training really well. Like, he could be our next horse, but we're just not like jumping on his bandwagon.
I think the problem is National Treasure came along with so much hype early in his career. Then he kind of...
That was my fault. That was all me. I did that.
You loved him. And then he kind of went by the wayside and then he kind of made a comeback. And he's this is like his first start as a 4-year-old. So it's not like he's been around for that long. It's kind of funny. So, National Treasure, Skippy Longstocking. Just you don't have the best of the best. There's no, White Abarrio in here, right? And in years past, it's like,
does White Abarrio count as the best of the best?
Well, right now he won the Breeders' Cup Classic. And he,
but like, we're the best horses. He beat Dermasotogake. How good is Dermasotogake?
He's the best older horse in training right now in the United States. Who are you going to put in front of him? Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Yeah, I mean, so you would be just way more excited to
No,
see.
I'm just saying that a lot of the best horses did retire, whether it was Cody Whitney, but in years past, you've had horses like Nick's Go in there. You've had Life is Good. You've had, real kind of, I feel, superstars, whereas National Treasure is not a superstar right now. Could
Okay,
be. Could
that's
be.
fair.
Yeah. There you go.
That's fair enough.
Okay. You want
Fair
to get
enough.
to Robert?
Richard.
Richard, sorry. Want to
Yeah,
fix your
and
hair?
we have some Full Patrol, right?
Oh, I've seen every
We
time one of those pictures pops up, I think of you. Like every Flightline is like everywhere, right?
Yes, so Flightline had a filly, I think, right?
I
And
think so,
then
yeah.
Olympiad had a little filly, and who else had another one? There were a
I don't
couple
know.
more that had some babies that I was like,
I've
"Oh
seen
no,
a
another
million of them,
baby."
and you're going. I'm sure. I think to myself, Michelle must be going crazy right now.
Oh, every single one I see.
You just love.
Oh,
Very cute.
what's his name? Drain the Clock. Drain the Clock had
Train the
his
clock.
first foals.
Train the clock.
Uh,
Got him. So
Roadster had his first foals.
Roadster.
Colonel Liam had his first
Wow.
foals. Isn't that funny? Like, I feel like Roadster should have had a full, like, 5 years ago.
I agree. That is
Um,
weird. That is
Jackie's
weird.
Warrior had his first foal,
Oh, Jackie.
and Aloha West had his first foal.
There you go.
And
A lot of
Magic
foals.
on Tap.
A lot of foals. A lot of foals
A lot
coming
of fillies. Literally almost all of those are fillies, by the way.
up. Wonder why.
What
If
sire
you
are you
ha
most excited to see?
I think Flightline.
Yeah.
I think that's the obvious choice, right? I mean, he's so brilliant as a racehorse. Can he pass that brilliance down? I think I was going to ask you a question.
Okay.
So you have a mare. Let's call her a grade 3 type mare that you and Ryan decide to keep to start
Okay.
your breeding operation with. And you go out and you get you buy a stallion share or a breeding right, whatever it is, and you go breed to a stallion. And let's say it's a $25,000, $50,000 stallion, and you're getting ready to have the baby. What do you want, a colt or a filly?
Well, we would have a different opinion on that.
I
Ryan would
want to
tell
know
you
your
he
opinion.
wants it. My opinion would be I want a filly
Right.
because then I don't have to race against Bob Baffert $4 million horses in California.
Oh,
Ryan always says
the
he
first
wants a
race on
boy.
Saturday?
Huh?
Like the first race on Saturday?
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Ryan always says he likes boys better because if you need to, you can always just geld them, and if you have a filly, you have them forever, and then you're perpetuating breeding. And Ryan's not the biggest fan of breeding.
Oh, okay. I hear you. That makes sense. So just to give you an idea of what I talk about a lot, first race Saturday, we have a first-time starter named Marty's Fish, who's a nice horse. He's by
Who's
Flatter.
Marty's Fish?
He was named after Marty Fish, the tennis player. Gary has a relationship with Marty, and he always wanted to have a horse. He said, "Would you guys name a horse?" And blah blah blah. So there's a situation. I see you're getting a call.
Technical difficulty.
Technical difficulties.
Hello.
I was gonna give you. So completing my story. So nice little horse by Flatter. We paid $190,000, which is
That's a lot of
money for us. Yeah, really love this horse. Like I said, nice horse.
For a Flatter, huh?
Huh?
For a
Yeah,
Flatter.
So then you look at the race that he's in. There's a $900,000 Baffert, first time starter for
Yeah,
Zidane.
by Frosted. Oh, out of Hand Woven.
Yeah, he's 6-5 on the morning line. You have a $1.25 million Sheriffs who had a race under his belt.
To be fair, he got beat 12 lengths first time.
I'm just saying you have a $1 million $50,000 gun runner in there. You have a $250,000 Golden Sense. You have and then above I missed the rail horse $280,000 Munnings. So
yep, I know how you feel.
It's like wow. It's
at
like
least you felt like you're going in with $190,000 horse. Usually we're going in with like $30,000 horses.
That's true. All right, let's get to Richard. We'll let's take a quick break. We'll get to Richard. Hey, back here on the owner's box. We got this thing to work. Technology is amazing. We welcome our very special guest. Richard Snider is joining us today. Richard, thanks for taking our call.
Oh, you're more than welcome, Billy. I'm going to put Connie on here before we're done too. So.
Oh, we get to talk
now this is going to be a peer pressure moment because when I talked to Connie, she told me she doesn't do interviews.
Oh. Is that true?
Well,
I'm here against my will.
Interesting. Well, listen, before we're going to talk about some of your big horses. Obviously, you were a TOBA member of the month, but tell us a little bit about how you both got started in the world of horse ownership.
well, I was born and raised on a big ranch in New Mexico, so I could ride before I could walk.
Wow.
I've always loved horses all my life. And Connie likewise, her family had cows and horses, and so she got involved at an early age too. And we just love horses.
When was the first time you obviously, you were riding when you were younger, but I don't think you were owning horses, race horses when you were younger. Tell us a little bit about, how you actually got into the game.
Well, I believe the best of my knowledge, we came to the Keeneland sale back in, I believe it was 1989.
Wow.
And had no idea what this was like.
Really?
Yeah.
What brought you to the Keeneland sale to begin with?
I don't know.
We can't hear you right now, Richard. We lost you for a second there. There you go. Much better.
We bought our first thoroughbred mare back in like 1987.
Okay.
She came from Walter Merritt, big quarter horse breeder in Oklahoma. Then so we just kind of evolved, and we got one mare and raised a colt or two out of her, and then got another one, and then we decided this is fun. We want to do more of this, and somebody said, "Well, if you're going to do it, you need to go to Keeneland."
So it's 1989. You just show up with Connie and you're at Keeneland. How did you know how to do anything? Did you grab a catalog? Did you all of a sudden start looking at horse bidding? Did you find a trainer? A bloodstock agent? What did you do?
We looked around, didn't know one single soul, but I saw a fellow over there that had a cowboy hat on.
Oh, there you go.
So, me being a cowboy, I walked up to him and introduced myself, and it was Johnny T.L. Jones.
Oh, wow.
And so I said, "You got to help us here a little bit. Show us what to do." And so he got a catalog and said, "Well, here's how you start." And he said, "You get as much of this black type as close to the horse that you're trying to buy as you can financially." And he said, "The more black type, the more G's in the black type, the more they're going to cost, but the better they're going to be." So we kind of took that and ran with it. And I think we bought maybe 2 mares and a couple of weanlings at that sale. Took them back to New Mexico and began raising horses, thoroughbred horses.
Wow.
That is so cool. What a great piece of advice, though. Like how simple did he make that, right?
Right.
Well, we got to be really good friends with Johnny, and it just grew. And our business we decided we were going to do it. And so we built some horse facilities at our ranch out there, started raising horses, mostly New Mexico bred horses.
Mm-hmm.
And then as time progressed, we also had a big ranch out there, and we were taking care of anywhere from 1,000 cows or so until the drought got us it started really in 2000. And we battled the drought for 12 years. We decided we're tired of doing this. If we're going to raise horses, let's sell this ranch and move to Kentucky and do it right. So
Wow.
we started looking for a place here in 2012. And it took us a couple of years, but we finally found this place. And in 2014, we bought it and moved here.
Where's the farm?
It's on Paynes Mill Road in Versailles.
Oh yeah, it's close.
We have,
There's a lot of good farms there.
Yeah.
yeah, we have great neighbors. We have Buck Pond on one side, Ashview across the road, and Windstar on the other side.
Those are good neighbors. Those are good neighbors to have.
Yeah.
How many horses are currently on the farm?
Yeah.
Well, right at the moment, we're gonna fold out, looks like 36 mares,
Wow.
which is a few too many for us, but that's where we're at. And we're gonna breed around 45.
Who is the dog barking in the background?
That's Sophie.
Sophie. And when
If
you're,
you saw the picture,
yeah, I think we've seen a picture of
Blood Horse
Sophie.
and all that.
Yes, that was in Blood Horse. What, when you're doing, let's talk a little bit about the matings and the process. Because Michelle, it's funny that you say that, because before we came on, we were talking about these baby pictures that we now see. It's foal patrol time. Do you know that, Richard? It's foal
Yeah.
patrol.
oh yeah.
Oh, Richard's living full patrol.
She's very big into full patrol. So do you and Connie go out and, like, every time there's a baby being born, are you out there? Are you participating in this?
Nearly 100%.
Wow.
Wow.
And are you, when you say it's a colt or it's a filly, because Michelle said she'd rather have a filly, do you have a preference? I know you can't do that. They're your babies, right?
No, we don't. We don't. You know, colts bring more money, but fillies probably, unless you have a $1 million colt, fillies got more residual value. So for smaller breeders like us, we don't mind having fillies.
What's the
Yeah.
what's the most money a horse has brought that you've bred and sold?
I guess not this time colt we sold in Saratoga this past summer. He brought 7 1/4.
Trump change. Ah, 7 1/4, Michelle.
We were just talking about our $30,000 horses.
Yeah.
Richard, I want to know, do you sell everything that you breed, or do you race what you don't sell? And do you take outside mares, or is it just you two planning and executing?
No. Of the mares that are here, right now, less than half of them are ours.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
You know, we have some really good clients. We have one of our biggest clients is from California. We have some real good clients from Texas that we've known, you know, from New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't, we're turning down clients every day.
Wow.
Interesting.
So when you have the horses that are yours, do you sell everything?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you watch them race, like Randomized, we'll jump into her in just a second. Do they still feel like yours, even though you sold them? Uh-oh. Billy, you muted, so I can't hear.
Oh, I heard what she said. I just muted because the dog's barking. I heard Connie chiming in. I love this whole Connie chiming in, the dog's barking a little bit. I loving the whole thing. I love this. I can't wait to come visit the farm.
You bet. We'd love to have you.
So can we talk? I want to talk about Randomized, because she's certainly the forefront horse that we all see right now and has brought you a lot of publicity. What's it been like to watch her run?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
You know, we watched her win the Breaker Maiden on TV, and then running the little stakes, and we were kind of wondering what Thad's thought was. Well, no, he ran her in the test, I guess, and she didn't do any good. So we were, well, maybe she just so. Then she won the stakes, and then boom, put her in Alabama, and the rest of it.
It must be very. Is it Connie grabbing the phone, because it sounds like there's a wind? There's some wind happening. Is that Connie again? What is happening?
Yes, I was going to say when she ran the Alabama, we were here at the house, and I could have sworn probably you guys in California could have heard us. We were yelling, screaming, jumping up and down, crying. The dogs were barking. It was chaotic. We were so excited and so proud.
That's very cool. What does it mean to be named TOBA, member of the month? What does that mean to you guys who have worked for a long time in creating this program of yours?
Well, that's also unbelievable. Something we never expected. Just never dreamed it would be there, but we're very grateful, very thankful that it's happened. Pretty exciting.
Is it have you received some calls other than people like Michelle and I that are always looking to interview just, cool people from all over the planet that are interested in horse ownership and breeding?
Oh, some, but Billy, we stay pretty busy with our farm. We don't we're not socialite.
Or socialist.
Or socialist.
I mean,
I feel like I'm a kind of a socialist, though. I'm all right.
But anyway, we've had a few calls and we've done some other interviews, but not too many.
Awesome. Michelle, I know you want to finish this thing off.
Yes, I want to know now that you've had, randomized, what is your biggest dream as a breeder? What would you like to see one of your horses do?
We hope Randomized wins the dispatch this year.
Oh, does that mean you're going to come to Del Mar?
That means we're going to be in Del Mar.
All right, you have to look us up, Richard and Connie Snyder. We expect you to come looking for Billy and Michelle in the owner's box. We'll have to do we need a photo for our book, our photo album, our owner's box photo album. We should have that, Michelle.
Yeah, we should. You're right.
We really should. For all the people that we talk to, you guys have been an absolute pleasure to talk to. I actually have a little house in Lexington. I'm downtown. So next time I'm in town, maybe I shoot by the farm. We check things out.
Oh, I would love to have you, Billy. Anytime. Just give us a call. You got both our numbers.
Absolutely. Well, I'm probably going to call Connie. She seems like the more technical person.
She is by far.
Yeah,
all right, you guys.
By the way, Richard also told me he wasn't going to do the show and sent me to Connie, and Connie said, absolutely not. You call Richard back. He's going to do the show.
Well, we appreciate you both and continued success. And thanks for coming on today. And congratulations on everything you guys have achieved since 1989. Michelle, where were you in 1989?
I was 7 years old.
I was in high school.
So I was in first grade or second grade.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. Connie, I figured.
Thank you guys so much.
You got it, Connie. Thanks, Richard.
Thank you. Enjoyed it.
That's
I love happy people.
Yeah, they're very happy people, very nice people. Sometimes on the owner's box, we just want to get to know someone. We just want to let them tell their story. Because not everybody is. I mean, we talked earlier about Zaydan, owning a horse for $1,900,000, and not everyone's like that in our business, and that's what makes this business great, Michelle. It's everybody. It's not the elitists. It's not the little tiny teeny guys. These guys have 35 horses on a little farm in Versailles or Versailles, sorry, and they're enjoying life, and I think it's really cool. So
I just want to. Just in case you want to know what their doggy looks like.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Doggy.
Let me see the puppy.
Let me see. I think if I go back, the picture was a little bigger.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that's very cute.
How about them apples?
I love it. I absolutely love it.
There they are. And by the way, in case you want to, you can join TOBA. This is what your membership includes.
Go to TOBA.
Like you said, I like to talk to some of our smaller people, and I think it's really neat.
I think everything is really neat. I like when you have I like when you put the graphics up. You're really good at this. I'm excited. You're doing it, Michelle. What do we have coming up? What's coming up at Santa Anita? We have some ad reads. What do we have?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Okay. I'm gonna get to that too. I don't know if I can have like more than one screen share like set up, so I'll have to learn about that.
Okay. All right. Learn about that for next time. I'm sure people are watching. Oh, here we go. Look at this.
Here we go. So this is what's going on at the Great Race Place. We have live racing.
And by the way, we got a storm coming in, but it looks like it keeps moving backwards, which is good. But California gets a lot of shit for the weather stoppages. Okay, Turfway Park is canceling left and right. It's freezing cold there.
Oaklawn
Canceled the whole weekend. Parks. It's like, everybody, listen. You can't fuck with Mother Nature. She is who she is. You got to be safe with the horses. So everyone just take it chill. Everyone relax. There's still going to be plenty of time to race. We're going to do okay.
Okay, look it. So coming up this weekend, we have racing on Friday, and we still have some of those Flightline pins if you're a First Rewards member. We've got a contest going on. On Saturday, it's the La Cañada. Now, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that those two fillies that are going to be rematching? Is it Midnight Memories?
Desert Dawn and Midnight Memories.
Desert Dawn. Okay.
Yeah, this is the local prep for the Beholder, right?
I needed Desert Dawn in the Breeders' Cup so bad. I'm still on her bandwagon.
Yeah.
So you won't catch me away from her.
Well, little jockey shuffle here.
Doing the jockey shuffle. What's a 2020 live money contest?
I don't know, but it's Flavian Pratt rides.
Interesting. Who does Pratt ride?
Desert Dawn.
Oh, interesting.
Talk about our jockeys colony a little bit. It's pretty
Sunday,
tough right now. It's really
Astra.
good. Astra.
The Coast Pick 5.
Coast Pick 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it.
Okay, we can talk about our jockey colony. It's really good.
I really like it.
We've got.
Remember we were so down on everything?
Yeah, we've got Frankie and Joelle.
Pratt, JJ. Who did you say first? I cut you off. Pratt
and JJ.
JJ. Frankie.
Joelle and Frankie.
Joelle. Yeah.
Right? We still have the old timers, Mike Smith and Victor Espinoza are still there. We've got
Yeah. What about
Fresu? Yeah.
I like Fresu.
We've got Santiago Gonzalez back, Code Red.
Code Red.
Right?
Code Red.
We've got, who else do we have? Giovanni and Edwin, although he's injured right now, Edwin.
Yeah. DVD.
DVD back. DVD back.
Oh, that would have been a nice person to have on to talk to. DVD.
Well, maybe we'll have him on next week. Yeah, actually, we're going to have to not have a show next week because I'm going on a vacation.
Bye. Where are you going?
Well, it's Olivia and I. We're just going to Mexico.
Just you two?
It's for her. It's like for her birthday. We get to go on like a birthday trip.
Oh,
and honestly, like 3 years ago at like a school auction, I bid on this. Like, I got this Mexico trip and it's expired. And so they were like, "Yeah, you can go, but it has to be done like this month." And I was like, "Okay, well, I paid for it ages ago, so it's like a free trip if I'm girl mathing it."
I love it. That would be fun.
That's what we're doing. So I'm not really excited because I don't like beach.
Yeah.
But like, whatever. Beach it is.
Michelle, you're the absolute best. Thanks for booking. Thanks to Connie and Richard Snider.
Hope Springs Farm.
Hope Springs Farm. We really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who's watching the show and listening to the show. And it looks like we'll be back in 2 weeks because Michelle is gone.
Sorry.
But we will have some fun when we get back. Thanks, everybody.